Today's video is brought to you by Oxedo LED lighting. You might think that you can see just fine at night. Well, I did too, until I did this little upgrade. As you can see from this footage, here is some before Oxedo LED lighting, and here is some after Oxedo LED lighting. The difference is amazing. With high brightness and easy installation, Oxedo LED lighting is definitely the route for you. They're easy to install, and they're available for all makes and models. Click on the link in the description below and enter promo code 612motorsports at checkout to get yourself 15% off. Now back to our video. Hello and welcome back to another episode of 612 Motorsports. In today's episode, we're off to the Hot Rod Shop to check in on the 36 3-window. Some of you might remember us detailing that out a little bit before it went off to the shop. So basically, we brought the 36 to this shop to have some oil leaks kind of checked over. We noticed after it sat for a while, we had quite a bit of a spot on the floor in the garage. And, well, we brought it into the shop, and this is our first time using this guy, and I didn't bring any cameras or anything with because I didn't want to intimidate him, I didn't want to tick him off, just wanted to kind of get to business, you know what I mean? So, what they found out is rear main seal is bad, and the oil pan gasket was basically non-existent. What they had done was used household silicone caulking, and that's what they used to put the oil pan on, and well, obviously it leaked like a sieve. So with the front end being welded in on this thing, he had to lift the motor some to get to the oil pan and to make it clear the steering rack and that kind of stuff. So I'm anxious to see what we've got, and hopefully he'll kind of tell us a little bit about the process and what he's found, and hopefully we'll have a better understanding for what we got into. For this particular vehicle, we're going to take it into steps, so he's not going to do any of the wiring or anything at this time. We just want to have the motor looked over, make sure that, you know, all of our leaks are taken care of, you know, plugs, wires, that kind of stuff. Just make sure everything's fresh and working good. We're going to get to the shop here, and we'll go over that 36 a little more. Well, see, we got some stuff hanging out here. She's lost a few pounds. Rack laying down here. See some seals. That's good. Now let's see what we got here. I don't know how much audio I'm gonna get here because the radio's on right behind me, but I'm hoping we get both front and rear mains done. Screwdrivers in the motor mounts, that's cool. A few pieces here, but overall, I guess as long as the oil leaks are fixed, I'm not gonna worry. It's needed. You can see a bunch of crap on the floor, but this thing's been leaking for a while. He's gonna be popping out here in a few seconds, and when he does, I'll see if I can have him explain a few things, what he's done, what's been going on, what he's found, what he's had to do. It is good to get under here though and take a peek. Really isn't too bad. The floor looks in good shape in the back here. Looks real good actually, solid all the way down, so that's a positive. Maybe it had floor pans put in at one time. It's kind of looking like it here as I look at this seam. I see where they put it in there. And this section back here, you can see where it's been welded, cut, that whole edge. I guess that's okay as long as it was done right. Or they cut something for a tunnel, because that may be what this situation was, but it is what it is. Doesn't look too bad though, other than just wet and damp. You can see all that shit everywhere, but we'll get her. We'll get her.
Oh, it had a couple bolts. The mounts they made, and I had to pull. You don't even know, I was losing my mind. Well, the gaskets for the oil pan, it slid out of all the chrome and it rotted away. There was basically no gasket on the oil pan. I'm not using the chrome. I ordered a brand new General Motors.
Good, good.
They might send me an all aluminum one. I don't know yet. Whatever they're going to send me.
Sure,
I
sure.
pulled the rear main seal out. That was shot, but the new rear main seal on it too.
Good, good.
Because these are the old rear main seals.
Yeah.
While it's down, everything gets new, and it gets the race oil now and everything in it.
Good, good.
I'll be glad to get it back together.
Yeah. Yeah, she looked, we just kept having such a pile.
It's a 350.
Okay, not a 327.
71 to maybe 76. It's a 350 4-bolt main. I think it's out of the Corvette.
Okay.
So it's a 4-bolt.
Oh,
It's a good
yeah,
motor.
yeah.
So it is a good motor. So when I change oil, put that shitty oil in it, this thing should be nice.
Okay, good, good.
It was dripping off the flywheel and everything.
God. Well, I could tell it was just so wet under there. When I was looking, I'm like, where is all of
You didn't see me
this?
yesterday when I got home. My wife said, don't you walk in the house like that.
Did you hose off in the yard?
My whole head, my hair was full of oil. It just came down all over my face. I ruined my clothes.
Oh my God.
I just want to get it so I can move it. It
Yeah.
took me 2 days to get this out. And then getting the motor up high enough. It ain't high. I had it higher.
Sure,
The
to
mounts are
slip that
disconnected.
out. Yeah.
There wasn't much room. And with the rack, you couldn't do nothing.
Right.
There was only one other thing to do, pull this, and I wasn't doing that because this has a Chrysler front in it.
Okay.
This is a Chrysler front, not a...
With the torsion bars. Okay. Is there any way that we can get a number off of the block so we can...
It's an 010 block. I checked it.
010?
Yeah,
Okay.
0010, which is a 350.
Okay.
And it's a 4-ball main.
Okay.
And with the driver's side dipstick,
Ah.
okay, that shows the early style block.
Okay. Ah. Ah.
All right.
Good to know. All those little tricks. Those little secrets, right? Good deal.
A few moments later.
Alright, we just got back from the speed shop and I see somebody working on a little project over here.
How do things look?
Not too bad.
Good.
So we're working on a little template action, huh? Good deal. I'll show you what this is all about here in a little bit, but
Oh, I just brought that up.
we've got the master engineer carpenter guy here.
Where's he
We're still waiting for him to show up, but
Wait.
yeah.
I'll show you guys here what we're going to be working on. So if you'll remember, in our trunk we have this sweet little compartment. And we're going to be cutting a little piece of carpet for this bottom area here, just to kind of finish that off nice. And it's really gonna spruce things up a bit, so that's what's on our list. Kick back and enjoy the process. While I'm doing this, I want to share a little story with you all. Maybe back in about 1989, 90-ish, somewhere in there. Quick little backstory. The old man over here and myself, we've always done the car thing. We've always bought and sold, had a lot of car parts we'd ship out. Actually, the UPS guy used to come and bring us Christmas gifts because we were a frequent stop, and we would always have something for him as well. But besides the point, when you sell a lot of car parts and things, you end up having to make a lot of boxes because certain things just don't fit in every box. So you fold them up, you cut, you make things, right? I'm at my friend's house one day. We were skateboarding. My mom calls all frantic. We have to run your dad to the hospital. Get home quick. It's emergency. I get home, not knowing what to expect. I see my dad, bleeding like a stuck pig, coming out of the house with a rag wrapped around his leg. And we're off to the emergency room. All because of one of these little damn things slipped. And what he was doing, he was kneeling on the box on the ground and he was cutting, and it went across his leg. Whew. It was spooky. Be careful with these things. I have to throw that story in every once in a while when I use a knife.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
It's my safety tip for the day. Let's go see if this thing fits. It is. Ooh, buddy. Okay, so we might have to trim a little.
Right off of there. It's close enough. You're not going to see it. That's good.
It does bind a little side to side, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with that hard, kind of rubbery back that it's got, I don't think it's going to relax a whole lot.
Well, I think.
But it ain't bad.
I think we're okay. It'll work out. I really don't see it. I don't want to take any.
No.
I'd put the stuff on it. We'll take a look. That looks better.
It does. Nice.
It's $1.25 that there.
Father-son project complete. Hell, we didn't fight. We all got our hair. Nobody's bleeding.
I don't have all my hair.
Well, that's natural. We didn't fight and rip it out. So we're gonna go ahead and put the little knob, and there was like a little arm here that would keep this up for you so you don't have to use a funnel, and that's missing, but I've got the little knob for it down here. I'll put that back on, and our disconnect switch, and that thing's looking sweet. This is a like a door floor mat entry rug from the Dollar Tree, and
That looks nice.
God, that looks really good.
I brought that home. I thought you'd laugh at me.
Well, here's the thing. There's times, and as some of you rodders and customizers know, you could be at the grocery store, or you could be anywhere, sitting at a drive-thru or something, and something pops into your head, or you see something, and you go, God dang, you know, that would be perfect
It's like
for...
Pete with the wheelbarrow.
Yeah. Dad has a friend back in the day. They needed a custom firewall for a Willys, and the motor, the engine compartment's really small and tight in those things, kind of like a little Nash Metropolitan.
They were putting a Hemi, I think, in there.
Yeah, putting a Hemi in her, and he comes out of the hardware store, and he's kind of figuring out what to do for this firewall, and he saw a wheelbarrow laying there, and so he bought that and cut it up, and that was the firewall, and a nice, you know, area for the motor to set back in, and some of that stuff's right in front of you, and you just gotta see it.
Well, we didn't have the tooling today with the hammers, the power hammers and everything.
Right. And that would have taken a lot of hand work to do, but so here's our little nubs. We're gonna put this stuff back on, and then it's done.
I love it.
It's some of the little things that a guy gets excited about, you know, when you see it in your head, and then you plan it as you're driving home with the stuff, and you're like, oh, that's gonna be excellent, and then it works out. So well, that's gonna wrap things up for today's projects. Unfortunately, I have to go to work here shortly, and I just don't have any more time to work on these little projects, unfortunately. But that means there will be more to come. So if you haven't done so already, please go ahead, hit that subscription button, the notification bell, leave a comment, a thumbs up. All that stuff is super, super helpful, very greatly appreciated, and you know there's gonna be more. As always, stay positive, work hard, and make it happen.